We're just about to head into, I think, it's hard to say what would be my favorite part of the proceedings because it's been such a day that's filled us up so much with the panel discussions. But I am quite partial to performance, so I am looking forward to the next part. We are starting off, just as we closed off before, with some poetry. Napo Masheane was born in Soweto and grew up in Qwaqwa. She is a playwright, a poet, a stage director, producer, teacher, an acclaimed performer, and today she'll be performing a poem that was commissioned especially by Tekano for our gathering, and it's called Nomzamo.
Ke khaebane, ke mmamutu, ke semomotela. Ke ngwana tharientsho, tori. Ke kodi ya malla, ke paka mahlomola. Ke tutubatso, ke tubuselo sekwankwe. Yena he, ke mokaubere. She, I, her, we are your wildest dreams that grew out of us as if released from your fist. She, I, her, we are your loudest screams, made of bloodlines and clan names, a veil between the living and the coming, the rising and the becoming. She, I, her, we are your profoundest existence, a vessel that continues to sculpt and mold and fold and carve the roughness draft of our lives. She, I, her, we are your toughest bookshelves that they tried to bury alive. What they didn't know was that you, Nomzamo, bore daughters made of soil mobu. That your Mother Earth multiplied into 1,000 pages made of flaws and claws but stitched together by HerStory. Hers and she's and hers. She, I, her, we are your highest beauty made of clay letsopa that matched so that our silence could not choke us, that fought so that our tongues could shift for no one, that held oceans of tears so that our cries cannot be filled with fears. She, I, her, we are your proudest pride made of defiance. She, I, her, we are those who rose and posed, fell and pulled and stood still so that our swelled up anger over time and tide, over space and grace could heal us from oppressions and suppressions so that we can just dream ourselves out of a nightmare. She, I, her, we are your strongest shield by the battlefield. Unshakable, unmoved, yet grew fires and flowers from street pavements that you, Nomzamo, went to war for and won yourself back so that we, carrying storms and demons, can say we are not stolen. We are not beaten. We are not raped. We are not silenced. We are not femicide. We are not death, are not dead. She, I, her, we are your clearest sunrise and sunset. And our bodies are not just pools and floods of blood in Soweto, Khayelitsha, Mamelodi, Umlazi. The daughters that you bore just want to feast in the sun in full moon and be this black and proud and bold and beautiful, be this brave name, shade, be this language on our tongues that can just walk freely in its own freedom. She, I, her, we, she and I, her and we are your great, grandest dreams that no one warned history about. Hobani, women like you, Nomzamo, are riots. Play riots, uprising, rising. Mothers, ke bomme ba tshwanang le wena, Nomzamo, whose feet fear wanted to cut from running and raising. And racing will give birth to daughters with wings that will rise and raise to tell her story, your story, their story, that even 1,000 voices of men will never crown or drown. Because we are you, and you are us, and we are they, and they are them, them who are still all of you. Nomzamo usizamile. And you did not die, would have not died, could have not died, because we are she and I, we are her, her and we. She, I, her, we, she, I, her, we are your wildest, loudest, toughest, strongest, highest dreams that grew out of us as if released from your fist. Hobane o khaebane o mmamutu o se momotela o ngwana tharientsho thori go kodia malapa ka mahlomola o tutubatso tubuselo se kwankwetla wena he o moka ubere. She, I, her, we, she and I, her and we. She, I, her, we. She and I, her and we. She and I, her and we. She and I.